Hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. And so the other day we were talking about this situation that I was tagged to. Thank you again for the tag, Fire Sparkle, and the other very kind person who tagged me, who I don't have pulled up on screen right now. But I appreciate all you guys. But as mentioned, we were talking about Sean Larway, this VA who constantly bootlicks for SAG and the Click over on Blue Sky, and it also became infamous over on Reddit. We'll get to that recap in a second. But yeah, we talked about him the other day because he was like apparently on Wikipedia, and I say apparently because there was an account named Sean Larway on Wikipedia, but as a disclaimer, for obvious reasons, I can't say I definitively know it's Sean Larway. My personal opinion, the guy on Wikipedia named Sean Larway was acting the exact same way that the VA Sean Larway on Blue Sky acts. So yeah, in my personal opinion, I do think it's highly probable that it is indeed the same person and not some like impersonator or something, but I digress. Sean Larway on Wikipedia was making edits to Kayli Mills' Wikipedia, trying to phrase things in very biased ways that are very opinionated and pro-SAG and pro the clique of VAs who constantly, do SAG's bidding, etc., etc. You get the point. And then Sean Larway got caught doing all this Wikipedia stuff, got called out, started raging in the talk section of the page. Even a Wikipedia moderator, I believe it was, like chimed in and was like, dude, what are you doing? You can't put this stuff there. Whole thing ended up like getting crazier and crazier. So I'll link that video in the description if you haven't seen it. But just know that context as we discuss Sean Larway further in this video. Because as you can see here, I found this comment that reads, he, referring to Sean Larway, was also in CYU's Twitch chat last week trying to bait him into talking about Hoyo's AI protection, even though CYU was trying to get his head off from IRL stuff because his grandmother just passed away, by the way. You can see him at 23:25 in CYU's stream 10 days ago, where he came back to streaming Genshin. The idiot just uses his real name everywhere. It's so cringe, though. This Sean Larway dude is truly exceptional. Similarly, this comment reads, I also just got news that this Sean Larway tried to bait CYUVA on Twitch to talk about Hoyoverse and AI in his contract after he took the time off. He lost a close family member. CYU went back to playing Genshin again and wanted to chill. That Larway guy literally used his full name and asked it then and there. It was disgusting. And for those that don't know, CYUVA is referring to the VTuber channel of Alejandro Saab over on YouTube, known as KaggyFilms. In Genshin, he plays Sino, and he's done a bunch of other VA work there, as you can see. Personally, I think he did a great job as Gabimaru in Hell's Paradise. And so yeah, once again, that takes us over to CYUVA's Twitch chat, where a Sean Larway made a sudden appearance. As you can see, this is the stream. CYUVA's chat there on the right-hand side, of course, and at the very bottom is that account. It says Sean Larway. The message reading, did Hoyoverse give you AI protections in your contract? I saw on Twitter that Allegra Clark got protections added to her contract. Aren't you worried about Hoyoverse using your likeness at all without consent? So first of all, let's address this claim where that Larway account is saying, I saw on Twitter that Allegra Clark got protections added to her contract. I think we need a source for that because I have an X to doubt on that one. Allegra Clark has made multiple statements on Twitter about the strike, but one of the threads that was seen the most was actually about the video game strike, the official one, not the collective work refusal on Hoyoverse. So I don't know if Larway is conflating the two, but regardless, I don't believe Allegra confirmed that she has a contract with AI protections related to Hoyoverse on Twitter in any thread she's made about this. She has said that she wants AI protections in a contract, but I would need a source for her saying that she has AI protections in a contract for a Hoyoverse project, Hoyoverse game. I'm not seeing that. I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm not recalling properly, but I have a suspicion, and this is just my opinion, that Larway is like baiting something here because I don't think that's true. I don't think that's accurate. Now, to be fair, he might just be incorrect, like mistaken, like it's an accident, but the action of going into CYU's chat and posting this there makes me think that this is like some sort of intentional bait, and he's trying to either like manipulate CYU or also the chat itself. Basically another one of his desperate attempts at trying to shift and or control the public opinion when it comes to SAG-AFTRA and Hoyoverse and all this stuff related to what's been going on. Now, on top of that dubious claim about Allegra Clark and the AI protections thing in a contract, obviously it goes without saying that the act of this Larway account going to CYU's Twitch chat and making a message like this, posting a message like this, is wildly inappropriate and unprofessional. Extremely scummy, weird behavior. Really, there's probably a bunch of different words you could use to fill in the blank there. You get the point. Next, I'll play a very brief portion from CYU's stream when that message pops up, and you can see his reaction to it, which, let me know what you think, because either he seems to be ignoring it completely, or he actually does address it, because, like, at the same time that comment pops up on screen, more or less, he says something along the lines of, like, I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, y'all. Now, I don't know what comment he's referring to, obviously, with that remark, but given the timing and what that Sean Laraway person said in the chat there, that account said in the chat, it does seem like it's highly probable that that comment was actually in reference to Sean Laraway. And if so, get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked, bro. Let's take a look at the clip, and once again, let me know what you think.
Hey, thank you for the super chat. Love your macaque voice.
Love your macaque voice.
Oh, thank you. Just a heads up, Billy was the original voice of macaque. Just as a heads up. I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response call. Are you excited for RE9? I am terrified. I'm gonna shit myself.
Okay, hopefully you saw the message in chat scroll by. I put a giant red arrow, so like you surely saw that, hopefully. But yeah, I didn't watch the full stream. I don't know if at some other point the Laraway account says something else and CYU says something more about it. But I don't think that's the case given the comments that we read earlier. It seems like what we just saw is all there is to see about what happened here in with Laraway in the chat. So let me know what you think about CYU's response, if you think that is directed at Laraway or potentially like a different comment that was there. So, I mean, either way, it's hilarious that this dude got completely ghosted or basically called out. As hilarious as it is, though, I will also once again say, like, disgusting move by Laraway. Like, leave bro alone, man. Going to people's Twitch chat now to spread this nonsense. Like, what are you doing? Which takes me to the next point, actually. I just find it extremely amusing that apparently one VA from the clique, at least one, at all times must be doing some exceptional nonsense. For a long time, that was Paimon VA Karina Becker. Then she went kind of silent, and we had like the little Kribo arc for a while. Then we had like Kayli Mills pop up again. And then when those people aren't saying anything, then like you have Sean Laraway popping up doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's with these people, man. They keep doing things that for some reason, somehow they perceive as like helping their cause. But they're so tone deaf and out of touch and lack so much self-awareness that they don't see how all this stuff just continually makes them all look so much worse. And then it's like a never-ending cycle of this stuff happening for months now. As I mentioned earlier, there's also this little piece of Laraway lore as a quick refresher, because this sort of thing has been going on for months. We had this post near the beginning of the Jacob Takanashi situation. After a lot of the VAs harassing Jacob got a ton of backlash online. We had this happen, the post reading. A voice actor came on Reddit arguing why Jacob/Mihoyo were in the wrong. After having all their points refuted, they deleted their entire account, an archive of the post reading. Please stop blaming voice actors for refusing to work, and a bunch of damage control that we're not going to rehash once again entirely because, yeah, we've read this before. But we will take a look really quick at the top comment that reads, genuinely wondering who Sean Laraway is. It seems pretty obvious that he doesn't voice anyone in Genshin, and I'm trying to look into his background, but I'm literally not finding any kind of information on who he actually is, other than that he participated in theater, and that he's a voice actor for something. And you guys probably know the rest of the story after that happened. Sean Laraway account on Blue Sky starts posting about how the Genshin Impact subreddit should be banned, changing his bio, according to my recollection, to something like Genshin sucks, and then like scabs deserve to be bullied, or like, you know, something like that, man. Typical sort of thing you'd expect from this guy. Bro literally spends more time running damage control for the VA clique, and failing with the damage control, of course, too. But spending more time doing all that than actual voice acting work. Anyways, I just thought that was all really amusing. Let me know what you think. I hope you found it amusing too. And if you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing. Have a wonderful week ahead. Look forward to seeing you in the comments here and in the next one.